Good week of preparation, good Thursday practice. As you know from last year, we do our walkthrough on Thursday, so that's what it was. But with a good film study, good walkthrough, and tomorrow we will come out here and have a run through. So we get them lathered up, going fast tomorrow. We won't be out here very long, but we'll go fast and put the finishing touches on it tomorrow, and be ready to play a great game on Saturday. So we're looking forward to it. It's beautiful weather. We're playing a quality opponent at home, so it's time to kick off the season, and I think we're all getting anxious and excited to get going.
I think this might be the first year that we haven't had one of those days where you came over here really upset with the effort throughout camp or leaving the first game. Were those any of those days you just didn't talk to us, or was this really?
I try to stay away from it.
Right.
There has not been as many where I did not feel that. The team knows. Y'all generally see me wearing my emotions on the sleeve. I'll tell you what I'm thinking and feeling, and I never felt like it was just a kicking, where they just submitted to the heat or the pounding of a two-a-day or anything like that. They've really handled it well. That does not mean we were perfect, and there was a lot of frustrations. That's what happens with camp. You get the kinks out. We're still, always going to work on things all year, to be as perfect as we can be. But I felt like the attitude, the energy, the effort has been really solid.
With all the talk about your secondary this offseason, do you have to guard against any overconfidence at all?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And I've said it, and I just, you're always a little leery of that when you're talking about young guys too. And I just said they had the ability to be very good players, but I'm very hard on them. I was very hard on a couple of them today in the walkthrough. So I'm never taking my foot off their neck. And but they've got to go back it up too. They've got to go play, and they're gonna. If you play defensive back, if you play corner, you're gonna give up some passes. That's just the way it is. But it's on to the next play, and we have to win our fair share. So I don't think there's anybody out here ready to believe that they're going to go a whole season without giving up any contested plays. I don't think that's the case, but we'll see. We'll have to answer that as we go.
Well, it's been reported that this team ran a whole lot of trick stuff on special teams back here. How do you prepare for it?
Well, we prepare for it very thoroughly and really try as best we can to offset all the different scenarios. And there's many different tricks you can do, as you know. And we educate our team on all that, whether it be special teams and all the situations that we try to go through today and we go through tomorrow. And I tell the team this all the time, it's almost impossible to give the team as many different scenarios that you all see on a different Saturday or a Sunday or even a Friday night. There's many different crazy scenarios that happen, and we have to be in tune to the game and be as alert as possible, be as educated as we need to be in all situations. We try to put them in as many as we can. Special teams is one of them. They have a whole off season to come up with a different trick, but we are certainly in tune to all the things that can happen.
I know he wasn't on the 105,
and they have to guard against ours too.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I know he wasn't on the 105, but Alex Montgomery, we haven't asked about him since pre-camp.
Yeah, Alex is back.
Yeah,
he's back and getting healthy, and it's been with us since school started, and getting back out there working on some routes and getting involved in special teams, so we're bringing them along.
Jordan Baker said that he expects to play Saturday. Would you worry at all about a guy missing a bunch of practice before the first game of the loss or being slowed up at all?
You never know. The first game's always up in the air, and there's always that question mark with any of us, whether they're overtrained or undertrained and all that. So we feel like we're in a pretty good position. We feel like we got a lot of depth there.
Mark, you obviously wanted to win this Saturday, but in your mind, is there one particular question about the team that you hope to be answered this weekend?
Well, I think there's a lot of questions as you go into the game, and I've stated that earlier at some press conferences where there is that excitement, anxiety, that uneasy feeling, and the unknown, because we have a good idea who this team is. But I don't know exactly until we go play. And so there's a lot of unknowns. You don't know how guys are going to respond. When the lights come on and it's a real game, it'll be interesting to see how our players respond. I believe in them, and I believe we've had a really solid camp, and I'm excited to go play. But first game is the first game. You know, we'll see.
Has it been your experience in the past that playing an opponent that has been talked up, has a great deal of respect, that it helps your players get focused in, even a little bit more?
I hope so. I think they've always been excited to play game one because we're tired of hitting each other, playing against each other, and seeing the same colored shirt. So we ought to be excited just to go play anybody. But it definitely does not hurt to play such a quality opponent. An opponent that won 9 games and has a terrific quarterback coming back and a lot of other good players.
How do you preach lack of selfishness and being selfless as an offense and guys not caring if they get 2 catches or 2 carries or whatever it is? Have you seen your offense turn a corner in that way this
I
game?
have, thus far. And first game is Saturday, so but I believe it comes with educating them and coaching them to do just that and to be the way that they are. And it starts with the leadership of Eddie and the older guys on our offense and myself. So yeah, I feel good that that'll happen.
Are there any guys over the last month who have really stepped up that leadership, where you feel like you're counting on board?
I just think across the board we're much further along. Our team is more mature. We're not there yet because you're always dealing with young kids and you're always dealing with some young players. So, but overall, we've definitely made a giant step in leadership and maturity.
What do you feel about the punting game going into Saturday?
We'll see. We'll see. I felt pretty good about it at times around here in the past too. And, you just never know. I've seen some pretty good golfers go shoot some really bad rounds, and I think probably a lot the same with those guys. If they get it in the right slot and feeling good, sometimes they're booming the heck out of it. So hopefully that'll happen Saturday.
Are you surprised at how much you've done out of the season?
We'll see how that goes with him. We've gotten some out of him, but it's just in practice situation. He's been a little bit inconsistent. So I'd certainly be very excited if he keeps progressing and coming along this year.
You kind of said you don't know what to expect until your team. You kind of said you don't know what to expect until your team really gets out there. Going against kind of an offense like this, do you have to temper your expectations for your defense a little bit to kind of see what they do against them?
No, we never try to temper our expectations. We have high expectations. You're always going out there to be successful, and it starts one play at a time. And I know that's a cliche and boring for y'all. I try to give you all the flashy quotes I can, but that's who I am. It just, I know you guys got a job to do. I try to give you one here and there, but it's we expect to go play well. We know we have respect for who they are and what they do, but we're never here to concede anything.
Back to the Thunder, do you expect to use both guys Saturday?
I'm gonna wait and see.
Game time
decision, honestly. Yeah, we had a good feeling, but we'll see how they're hitting Saturday.
Did that create some more challenging, go for it, kick it decisions for you than typical?
Did it last year?
Could it this?
Oh, I've been pretty aggressive as it was. A genius when it works, right? You guys are really good to point it out. But if I didn't go for it, I'd be boring and conservative. But no, we'll see. Hopefully you play good enough football, really across the board, for me to make those decisions straight up. The way you should if you got a quality team. Sometimes if you feel like you're behind, you got to take some shots, and when they backfire, they backfire. So hopefully, when you're a better football team, it leads to making those decisions a lot easier.
Eddie said this week that his install and preparation here is light years ahead of where it was his first year at Cincinnati. How have you seen that, and how much confidence does that give you that there does seem to be a really good rapport between him and his offensive guys?
It does. It's been a great rapport. I think it says a lot about the maturity of our players. They've been around. They have been through 3 offensive coordinators, and these guys have played a lot of football. And I think it has a lot. It says a lot about Eddie and the staff and the relentless work that they've done around the clock to get it done. So These guys have put in a lot of time and a lot of work. And again, our players have been trained to be a part of this situation. It's taken some time, it's taken some lumps, but these guys have been around a while. A lot of these players on offense have been through a lot of big games.
Is there a position on the field that you're excited to see what's become of it?
Yeah, I think if you have to say offense and quarterback play and consistency. And again, you know that I've always said, if you look at every quote I've said since I've been here, I always will tell you that the quarterback needs help. I've said it